Welcome to my office. I'm Brian. Let's take a look and let's examine now, not this cat, but this book right here. And what we've got is a 18th century gazetteer in its original period full leather binding. There's some loss at the base of the spine here, and there's some cracking on the label, etc. However, the book does remain sound as an object. It's slightly bowed, as typical. We see from the title page, it's published in France in 1783. And let us now take a brief look at some, or actually I'll try to show all of the maps that are found within it. This is a very interesting North American map. If you look over above here in the area of the Northwest and Alaska and so on, we see this erroneous, curious, bulbous extension like so. And down here for Australia, of course, the coastline is still undefined along the east coast prior to Captain Cook's voyages of discovery. The text is formatted in a question and answer style. The maps primarily are by Vaugondy, dated 1750, so it would appear that they are using earlier maps and then binding them in, which is done quite regularly with gazetteers and so on, and atlases. Here we have the Low Countries, Belgium, the so-called Catholic countries. And here we have the United Provinces. You'll notice a small stain. There are some old repairs done along the backs of the fold lines on some of the maps. They all still display well, but they've been handled, and so some of them have repairs. Not too many, I don't believe. Maybe just a couple or so. And let's see. Here's a map of Italy, like so. And we'll keep going through. And next we get to this one here of Spain. And okay. Then we've got the British Isles, followed by Scandinavia, Sweden and Norway with Finland, over to St. Petersburg area of Russia. Okay, and here is Poland map. It's interesting, this one is dated 1862, it appears. So that map is a revised version of the 1750 Vaugondy map. And here we have a 1752 Russia in Europe. 1750 actually, 1750. Original fold lines like so. You'll notice that all these maps have, or a lot of them, not all, but a lot of them have the inset tabs. Now there's Turkey in Europe with some staining. And those inset tabs are often what you'll see when a map is extracted and offered loose, is a wide border that gets narrower at top or bottom, and that's an inset. And here we have all of Asia. And what's interesting, of course, is up here we have the so-called mythical company's land, an undefined land mass north of Jeso in Japan. And that appears on a variety of maps of this era. And then we've got continent of Africa. You'll notice there is a short split down at the base of one of the fold lines here. Minor split, easy to mend with archival tape. And here we have a very nice looking map of North America like so. And this is interesting because this one is a revised version of a Vaugondy map. 1782, and you can see up in the plate here, it has been altered by the engraver to change the imprint. And also, look at how Vaugondy is spelled. Very interesting. Yeah, that's interesting. And I believe that is showing you, wait, oh, one left right here, South America. And that again is also 1782. So that is a reworked version of an earlier plate, which is an interesting thing, actually, very interesting. Extensive index at the rear, some old spotting like so, original marbled end papers. And that's how this scarce 18th century gazetteer survives, and it is available now online from me, Brian DeMambro.